Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Hi, buddy.
Who's there?
Hey, guys. Hey, guys, what's up? This is the 420th episode of the show.
They're all kind of the 420th episode. If we're being completely honestly. Hey, Steve, guess what?
What's up, brothers?
Tonight is Human Romance at the goddamn Comedy Store. Did you know that?
I did not.
Well, I'll tell you. If you're listening to this and you're like, if you're single or even looking for new friends, come to the Comedy Store, 10:30 p.m., Friday tonight, the year of our Lord, on the 26th of July. Come and I'll hook you up with two of my funniest friends in the world, Rachel Scanlon and Ali Makovsky. We're doing this dating show. It's fucking awesome. It's our first night at the Comedy Store. And it's going to be
That's
great.
huge, dude. That's really big.
And the more packed it is, the more fun it is. Speaking of which, we're also having shows. Me and you.
Yeah. Also, my sister really wants to go to the human dating.
Why doesn't she come then?
Human dating.
Human dating show, it's called.
Hang on, I'm tapping into the frequency of the
Human romance.
dating.
We can get her in. Is she single guy? I'll hook her up with a respectable whatever she's into.
Okay.
Dude, I saw a clip of your show,
Yeah.
and it looks really funny, and I saw that you were speaking with my friend Zach.
You know Zach?
I know Zach.
I hooked him up with another autistic.
Dude, because Zach was, he hooked me up with some good Disney adventures.
That's Zach.
That's Zach.
That's great.
And I saw him in your clips, and I was like, Jesus, fuck, that's Zach.
Yeah, he was very nice, and he talked to that girl for a long time afterwards.
That's
Dude,
wonderful.
there were so many pretty nerdy girls at this show. And there were not enough guys. There were like 4 guys.
Cowards.
They're cowards.
That is
for sure.
cowardly.
I think I said that out loud. But so first of all, do you know Mashable?
Yeah.
We got a nice write-up in Mashable.
Oh, fuck
They came
yeah,
to the show
dude.
and they wrote about the show, and it was all about how there's all this dating app fatigue. So people are opting for like IRL experiences.
Yeah, human.
And so what better experience than to have 3 very funny comedians try to hook you up with people in the same room looking for the same thing.
Because, I kind of have a similar feeling, Mike, not to lump your show in with these types of shows, but to lump them in with the from my mouth to God's ears. Maybe the success could
Going right back into it mid-conversation. It just doesn't seem productive.
But it makes me feel like those marriage shows, like looking for a wife or looking for a girlfriend,
like
or whatever.
Bachelor,
all that shit.
Autistic
right,
of love.
And I was thinking about how those shows are like just another way to maybe find someone to love. And people really look at those things like, nah, this is trash TV and this shouldn't exist and it's part of the problem. But I agree, definitely, but I also feel...
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is that a lot of these shows have these requirements that, like, if you're not of a certain attractiveness...
Well, that's a television show. No one wants to
know.
see uggos get married.
Well, but
that's why there's no dating show called Uggos Get Married.
maybe it's time for uggos get married.
I mean, they'll do anything that people watch.
Absolutely they will.
So as long as people watch it...
Yeah. There's just, people don't want to look at their ugly friends. They want to look at hot people.
That's why there's no ugly people in the movies.
But that idea is, like, not great. Like, that's not a good image to put out to children that watch that and think, like, I'll only find someone to love me if I'm that hot. Like, that's kind of bad. I'm not saying that's, like, the whole problem with it, but if I'm saying those shows have bad things going on, but they also have, not to connect your show to that concept.
Because it's not connected at all.
But what I connected, the connection I made in my head, though, tell me if this is completely dumb, is that it's just another way for people to meet and potentially fall in love. And I think that's a legitimate reason to, like, try out new ways to connect people.
Yeah, well, I'll say 2 things right off the bat. One, my show steps out of the normal cookie cutter, everyone's horny, let's get together and fuck. Because it's not just, like, hooking you up with a potential marriage partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, but also if you come and you're just looking for friends, you just say that out loud and then we try to hook you up with another friend.
Oh, that's great.
And it's like, if you're a couple and you're looking for like a third, we find somebody in the audience. Like, it's more, that's why it's called human romance.
Yeah.
It's more like a fluid connection than it is like boy, girl, horny, boy, girl, fuck on stage.
Right.
And then it's real fun. You get, so we figure out what everyone's looking for through crowd work. And then we have 2 people go on a date and we kind of help them through that date in front of everyone. And then the date that the crowd likes the best at the end of the show, I personally pay for your second date.
Wow, I love
Which reminds me, join the Patreon. Because the bank's running dry.
Mike's paying for all these 7-star Michelin restaurants.
Michelin only. Michelin Falzone, they call me. And the other thing I was saying, and a lot of this is in that interview I did at this article, during this article, at the time of this article, is the fact that, like, the pandemic... Well, the internet fucked everybody up as far as everyone's interaction with each other. And then also... Also, the pandemic fucked everybody up as far as talking to each other. And then everyone tried the apps and everyone's fucking sick of the apps. So why not have a situation where you don't need to go necessarily have a meet cute at a Barnes & Noble. You're in the room with a bunch of people looking for the same or similar things as you. And then you got funny people whose job it is to read the room and to get a good read on people, literally saying you would probably go good with this person. And it's fucking, we've done like 4 of them now. It's the first time at the Comedy Store, and it's so much fun, and it's super fun when it's packed. So I'm trying to get it as packed as possible.
That's awesome, man. It's a good concept.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's good. I like that because, you know, again, there should be weird ways, unconventional ways to connect people.
Everybody is so disposable when you're flipping through.
Absolutely.
Disposable and also really superficial when you're literally just flipping, like you're looking through Etsy or something.
Well, it's like you're literally like looking at like your shopping list.
And everybody values love. All human beings value love and they value human connection. And then we're confused about why it doesn't feel good when you're literally swiping through like you would anything else on your phone, saying like nose too big, holding fish, fat. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when you're in the same room, breathing the same air as everybody, it's a lot harder to make people as disposable as you make them on your phone.
I like pulling people out of their homes and going out to do like live experiences.
My family's been pulling people out of their homes for centuries.
You've got to. Shaking them down. Getting them out there.
To make a real connection, you have to pull someone out of their home.
You do. You have to rip them out of their homes. But I like that you know, because the pandemic did fuck everything up. And I think we're still even feeling the residual effects of like, God, do I even want to risk being in public for this? Like, with the knowledge of long COVID and what COVID does and all that shit.
And the answer is yes, at the Comedy Store tonight at 10:30.
What I feel like is that we we're scared of that, but now we like have come out into the world and found that like maybe you'll get a thing here and there, but as long as you take care of yourself, you'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And it's worth going outside for. And we were losing our minds inside, and it connects my brain to the whole AI thing about how like everyone's scared of like AI like taking all these creative entertainment jobs. But the live experience will not be able to be touched by AI.
No.
So when you make like a live show, you're presenting an entertainment for people that is unequivocally live and doesn't have an element of some digital trickery.
Right.
And I think it'll be valuable.
It is hosted by a laptop. I should say that.
Oh, shit.
I'm just the co-host. The main host is a laptop.
Oh, shit.
It's a microphone taped to a laptop. And the laptop has a little suit on,
like taped to the screen, facing like down at the keyboard.
Really crudely taped on.
That's very funny.
So come find the love of your life with the algorithm in the laptop.
The algorithm decides who goes on the date at the end of the night.
Yeah, your host Albert Gorhythm.
Albert Go Rhythm. Albert G Rhythm. Didn't they do that in the fucking new Space Jam movie? Did you see the new Space Jam movie? I know, but like, Mike, you surprise me with what you've seen and what you've not seen.
Yeah.
And there is a version of my brain that's like,
if I have a show in Escondido and I'm 6 hours too early, I would have seen Space Jam.
Yeah,
dude, I was hoping when I got to that movie theater, their movie theaters do a cool thing now, and I'm sure they've been doing it for like years and years. I just have no idea. They'll do like 3 of the newest movies out, and then they'll have like 2 old school movies.
Yeah,
like they'll have like new Ghostbusters and Batman original from 1989. So I was hoping that I could sneak into an old one, but I just happened to sneak into Thelma.
Dude, but
I got so hard.
It's fun to sneak in. I miss sneaking into a movie. I haven't done that since I was a young man.
What was your first movie you snuck into? Do you remember? First rated R movie.
Okay, so
no time limit on this.
Because here's the thing. Because it's our show. I mean, we can do whatever we want.
We can run a little long on this.
It's
the button we press when we run long. We slow time down.
I remember. So it was like. Kevin maybe could help me out here. Mm-hmm. But I was like a scared kid, you know? Can you believe it?
You didn't want to like break rules and stuff?
Yeah. So I was very like not breaking the rules kind of guy. Uh-huh. So it was like...
We can't both sip at the same time.
Shit. Okay, now your turn.
Okay. That would have been too much dead air if we did that at the same time.
So... I think it was like... whatever I snuck out of.
Labyrinth.
It was like right after seeing the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
So that's got to be like, let me see, Tim Burton Planet of the Apes.
I have no frame of reference for when that might have come out.
2001.
Okay.
So that might have been the first movie I ever snuck into.
In
was like
2001.
In 2001. Yeah.
Can you look up when Face Off came out?
Yeah.
That was the first I snuck out of something and into Face Off.
1997.
That was my first rated R movie. Yeah, no.
We couldn't find the other one.
That's okay. I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. Do you need Kevin for anything?
Do you need my help?
Do you need my help?
Do you need Steve to go get you something?
I don't think. She said it's the old one.
I'm gonna flip out. No, that's of no use to me. Thank you, though. Thank you for the effort. That's too bad. Kitchen table you looked on? It has words in it and pages? I can't find my notebook. Everyone knows the secret of the universe is to find your notebook. And if you can't find your notebook, then you'll never be able to find your notebook. And then you won't be able to have it. All the information inside the notebook, you won't be able to know it. They should change it to don't notebook.
Check the top zipper.
Thank you for looking. It's not a big deal. I'll find it. You look very pretty. If you want to F, you let me know. If you're interested. Okay, she answered fast.
Damn, Mike's being horny on Maine.
Oh,
Bye, Zoya.
that's okay. I'll find it. I'll figure it out.
Kevin, what was the name of that thing we were talking about before the show?
Koro.
Koro!
What's that?
I'm so
How do you spell it?
Koro.
Is that the thing? The coral reef is dying because of pollution?
Well, we kind of talked a little bit about like when the human brain fools you into thinking things, and it's like, remember the guy who thought his wife was a hat or whatever?
Yeah.
So we were talking about like that kind of stuff. It kind of aligns with that like thing we talked about before. But Kevin, for some reason, this morning when we were like walking, found some sort of thing about a disease called Koro.
Okay. I hate when there's diseases that exist that you've never heard of before.
I know.
Because you're like, am I at risk for a disease I've never heard of before?
And there's probably so fucking many.
There's probably most compared to the ones that you know of. It's not fewer.
Let's cut to the disease world.
No problem.
Good.
It's kind of a long cut.
So anyway, Koro is crazy, brother.
Uh-huh.
And Kevin at one point when he was explaining this to me mentioned that you can be caught.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd you say?
It can be caught. Like a disease can be.
Okay, here it goes.
Like in the net?
You can catch it, like you catch the cold.
Oh, like you can. You could be butt fucking someone and have Koro.
You could get this.
It's
You ready?
contagious.
It's contagious.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the word.
Koro is a culture-bound delusional disorder in which individuals have an overpowering belief that their sex organs are retracting and will disappear, despite the lack of any true long-standing changes to the genitals.
Yeah, I got that one. Is that brave?
That's really brave. It's brave to have that. And now Kevin and I have it, is what you're saying?
Well, I have to fuck you guys.
Oh, that's how you get it. Okay.
Well, then I got it.
But anyway, they think that
Kevin Bin had it.
they think their genitals are going to shrink back up into their body and kill them.
And kill them?
Kill them.
Why kill?
Well, that's the part of the delusion, I guess. And that's what makes it dangerous and makes it delusional and like a delusional disorder.
If my dick shrank back into my body, I wouldn't be worried. I'd be like, I always know where it is. It's always with me.
Most patients, here's the signs and symptoms.
And I'd be like, you told me to go fuck myself. This is your fault.
I get this disease when I come in and out of the pool.
Mm-hmm. Cold gives me coral.
Coral rolled up. Now I'm going to drink, okay?
Yeah, you go ahead. And I'll fill the space.
Good job.
So here are the signs and symptoms, okay? This is for the boys, and but it's girls too, huh?
I just read it could be you think your boobs are
Your boobs?
retracting.
And vagina?
Vagina.
Here's the signs and symptoms, okay? So,
one, your shit's retracting.
What? Your shit's shrinking. And here's the thing. I mean, if this is you, then let's help a brother out. Maybe this is something that you can nip in the bud.
Before it's gone.
The bud is gone.
Before you have no bud.
Nip the bud before it's gone.
Whoa.
Now I nip it in the bud before it's gone.
I like how today's episode kind of has chapters.
Signs and symptoms for anyone concerned. Here we go. Most patients report acute anxiety attacks. Like it's cute?
One cute anxiety attack.
I don't think I've seen a cute anxiety attack.
What would that sound like?
It'd be like if a little ducky had an anxiety attack. Oh, that's cute. Audience was on my side. Anxiety attacks due to perceived genital retraction and or genital shrinkage. Mm-hmm. Well, now this is going to be a huge spectrum because sometimes...
Well, not that.
This might be something that the women don't know, or maybe here's something... they're always asking folks...
Steve Harvey's always asking.
Harvey's always asking folks and then doing this face.
The bedroom! We asked 100 people.
They ask people, what are some secrets that girls have that boys don't know, or boys have that girls don't know? And they are always like, ooh, that's always interesting, because you're like, what are the girls keeping from the boys, and what are the boys keeping from the girls? And I will say that the penis moves and does all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And you may not know this, but sometimes it might look a little smaller, and you're like, "What the balls?" And then it's like, "Oh, there she is."
Yeah.
And so I don't want this sign and symptom to be like, "Man, well, sometimes I feel like my dick is a different size," and now you think you have Cora because I'm saying that this is a normal thing. Shut up. Cora's that show on Nickelodeon.
I know.
Shut up, Kevin. I don't know anything about that fucking show.
Coral the Explorer?
So anyway, So please, boys and girls should know. Yeah, the penis does all sorts of shit. Sometimes you'll be like, whoa, it's moving.
Sometimes you have a good dick day.
Sometimes you have a great dick day. A good dick day is when you don't notice it until you need to.
I take all my dick pics when I'm having a good dick day.
Absolutely.
And then I take one picture when I'm having a bad dick day to be like, this is who you really are, you piece of shit.
6. I have 6 ring lights when I do my dick pics.
Like you're in a motion capture thing.
Yes, and the moving platform. And I'm spread out on a table, and it's spinning me.
Yeah. I have this disease where I think my cock is always spinning.
I have this disease where I need many ring lights to take dick pics.
Every time I go to Best Buy, I pick up a ring light.
There he comes in, more ring light. What are you doing? What do you got, an influencer apartment building?
Just check me out. Just check. I'm in a hoodie and sunglasses. Just check me out.
Why are you hoarding all these ring lights?
Why are you in Best Buy when the internet exists?
You could get this shit on
Who's
Temu.
Best Buy for? Best Buy is for people who need a cord they need right now.
It's like boomers, because boomers didn't have Best Buy,
Yeah.
but then they had Best Buy. And
Remember when Best Buy first started?
oh, dude, that was a big deal in my town.
Yeah.
Especially for big old nerd Zaragoza brothers, me and my brother Frank.
Dog, $12 to $13 CDs.
Oh my god.
Unbeatable buy.
Dude, Depeche Mode's Violator album, I've talked about this, but it was a journey to find even what fucking album that song could possibly be on.
Yeah.
And you'd hear it on the radio, and I would listen to Enjoy the Silence, that Depeche Mode song. All I wanted, all I ever needed in my arms. So, and I remember Best Buy facilitating that. And I remember learning that it was on an album called Violator. And you had to like wait for the radio guy to mention it. And you have to listen to the whole fucking song. And then the DJ would be like, maybe. They'd be like, that's Depeche Mode. Enjoy the Silence. Next up, we got, they might not even say what album it's on. And you're fucked.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Go to the record library, the music?
Back in the day, if you wanted to find out a name of a song in an album, you had to call the band.
Yeah, you had to call the band.
Like, hi, is this Billy Joel?
Armstrong from the Green Day album. From Poopy.
What's the name of the album? Poopy, you said?
But I guess you could go to a record store and hope that the person behind the counter knew what you were talking about.
Oh, they would, but it would also be a really begrudging conversation.
Absolutely.
Dog, I went to the record store yesterday, and I stayed in there for a long time, and my feelings changed so much from the first 10 minutes to the last, 45 minutes. Because I've been on, a soul coughing, I gotta find the 2 other records kick.
Yeah.
And so I always go up, I'm like, do you have any Mike Doty or Soul Coughing vinyls? And they're like, sometimes they're in there. They're mostly not. We just had a huge sale. Sometimes they're in, the kind of beat up 99-cent section. Mm-hmm. And that's aisles deep.
Yeah, of
and
boxes
it's not,
and boxes.
Alphabetized at all. So you just got to look through. So I was there looking through for probably 45 minutes, seeing all these old gems and thousands of records you've never heard of from people who are absolutely dead
and gone and forgotten.
And so I'm looking through these things, and the conversation starts it's just the most stereotypical record store guy conversation.
Yeah.
These fucking dude. He said the best thing. I was going to text you when it happened.
What happened?
But I was mid-search. Somebody came in and they were like, do you have any records that are lo-fi beats, lo-fi hip-hop beats? And he directed them to the bathroom. He goes, if you go down the hall and you take a left, that's where the toilet is.
Way.
And I was like, Spotify wouldn't do that to you. This is why you're here.
It's not a good case for keeping these stores alive.
No, they sell records to who they want to sell records to, and then somebody comes in and buys I don't know. I can't give a good example. Who's a they're like, do you have the reissue of the 98 Degrees album?
Or Taylor Swift or something.
Or the new Beatles single?
Oh, sure, yeah.
It was like, yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, you know where it is. New
It's over
releases.
there. And then they were so condescending when that Beatles record came out.
Dude, those guys were ridiculous.
A new Beatles record, huh? Yeah, we have a whole big stack of them.
Yeah, and there's all the different colors. They send them to us.
Yeah.
You could get black or black.
Splatter.
Black
Blue
with splatter.
Anyway, it's John, Paul, George, Ringo, and AI.
But here's the thing. Is there a novelty in a way for that? Like, you know what? You heard of Dick's Last Resort?
Uh-huh.
You know that restaurant
where they're mean to you?
Yeah, they're mean to you. You've heard of this, Kevin? Yes. Have you been to one?
No.
Neither
Dude,
have
I'm
I.
telling you right now, if I went to a record store and they weren't a pretentious asshole, because it's not like they don't have a wealth of experience. It's
Right.
not like they don't know about the deepest cuts on the most obscure thing. So this is what I'm saying. It would not be as good of an experience if they didn't have an attitude. I don't want necessarily a really nice record store person.
Right.
Because they know so much and they're like very prideful that they know so much, and also they're not hitting a baseball 300 yards.
No.
Not those guys. They're not running even a 40-minute mile.
No.
They got their shit. And they're not eating jelly donuts when no one's looking, and
Right.
they're cleaning off their
In the
fingers
back room.
so they don't get the rare Bee Gees record all gunked up. But somebody had brought in, like, it wasn't a Bee Gees record, but it was an Eagles record.
Ooh.
That it was like a very specific, like, first print of a record that had a misprint. There was some kind of like fold out thing, and I'm not looking. I'm just like listening and while I'm searching, and they're like, "See this fold out? They had to like discontinue it because they wanted it to look like this when you folded it out. But as you could see when they fold it out, it looks like they're supposed to be here, but they're not, and it doesn't make any sense. So just like listening to stuff like that,
It's priceless.
that's so cool.
it's part of the experience.
And I don't even like the Eagles, and it made me want to buy that album. Like we talked about so many times, like if you're an artist and I don't necessarily like your art, and then
Right.
you explain to me why you did everything and why it is the way it is, I'm way more interested in it. And those guys are like the bastion bucket of information of that kind of shit.
It's like, yeah, they have an obligation to be like, you know, maybe have like a 2 strikes and you're out until you start to get like snippy with someone.
It's like if you went to the Louvre
Yeah.
and you were like, do you have like movie posters here? Do you have Magic Eye section?
Yeah, where's the gift shop?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a photograph of a park bench at the Louvre?
Right.
Do you have any sunset photos?
Is
at
the Mona
Louvre?
Lisa here?
Do you guys have a photo or a painting of a sunset outside of a plane window?
Do you
here?
have Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello here?
Like, I notice you have this Ansel Adams. Hey, welcome to the Getty. I'm here to see the Ansel Adams exhibit where you have original photos by Ansel Adams. I took this really cool black and white photo on my phone the other day. You want to see it?
Will you put it up in the gallery?
Can I hang my phone on the wall next to Ansel Adams?
How many people do that, you think? That's real. People go in the Getty and go like, I have paintings.
And the tour guide, at the end of the tour, they're like, thank you so much for the tour. I actually took this picture. This is in my mom's backyard.
And here's a QR code for Venmo if you guys want to send me $1 or
to look at your dumb
to
shit.
look at my dumb shit. And each painting is actually handmade by me. So
And now I'll take a sip.
I was looking for the button. What date is this today, Kevin?
The 26th.
Dude,
The day of human romance at the
No.
comedy store.
nada.
What? Just like we said.
What do you mean? Oh, we have no ads? Man, please subscribe to the Patreon. We're hurting for certain.
Hurtin' for certain.
For certain.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Hurtin' for certain.
We're financially hurting for certain.
Oh man, we're gonna have to fire Kevin.
You are.
Bye, Kevin. Dude, when Kevin's gone, the show is gone.
Done.
Why did it take 3 months to come out with the next episode?
Well, now talking about Koro doesn't sound so fun.
No. Now I feel like I have it.
Now I feel like I have it.
What's
Our
Koro?
show has Koro.
But it's for your self-esteem.
The show thinks it's shrinking. No, that's not true.
No, it can't be.
It can't be true.
I must have caught it from someone else.
The show's just imagining it. We have to. How do we? That's it. The show has Koro. How do we get antibiotics?
How do we get the audience to stop shrinking inside our bodies?
We've got to get Trixie Mattel on the show. We have to get Kevin Bacon in here.
What do we get?
We have to get John Hamm.
I met Sketch last night. Maybe he can come on the show.
Oh, shit.
What's up, brother?
That's pretty tight.
You're so nice.
I found a mirror of Koro syndrome, spelled backwards, Roko.
Roko.
That's what you found?
It is.
This is his study. Yeah. He found
I
that.
studied this.
And you couldn't find my
This is his
notebook?
findings. I couldn't find your notebook, but
I did find
found out what
something better.
What is Koro backwards?
Dude, speaking of Koro, I started playing The Quarry. Do you know about The Quarry?
Wait, I have
The
heard this.
Quarry. Yeah, I
you know
have
about
heard
that?
of this. It's a VR thing.
It's maybe it's a VR thing, but I've been playing it on Xbox.
Okay, never mind.
It's like a movie. It's like a horror movie that you could play,
And
and it's fun.
yeah,
I like it a lot.
It's okay to get skewed.
It's okay to get skewed. I've been playing it on and off with Heather and Zoya, and neither of them like playing it at night.
Oh,
And so I want to play it at night because I want to get legitimately fucking freaked out.
Yeah.
You can't get freaked out when the sun is at its
I
highest
agree.
point.
I agree. How come we don't see ghosts during the day ever? People see them,
They're around, but you don't notice it.
but you see them during the day.
What was the question?
Where do you see ghosts during the day,
Winchester
Who's-
Mystery House.
dude?
When you were languishing in rooms I built to foul you in.
Dude, so I mentioned to Jesse Stillwell, shout out, full name drop,
Name, address, drop.
name, address drop, full name drop, full name, friend, full name drop. And I told him about how you fucking scored them tickers
Yeah.
to Soul Coughing, and he was like, whoa, man, that's fucking tight. He knows why that matters.
Yeah.
And, shit, what made me think of it? It was your reaction.
Winchester Mystery
Winchester. And we were talking about that, and then Jesse mentioned that like episode 3 of Dynamic Banter or something like that is when we first mentioned Soul Coughing. Like that early in the fucking show.
Yeah, and now we're on 420.
Now we're on 420, which is crazy. What a big celebration.
Incredible.
Thank you guys for coming.
They're still going.
Why is the audience shrinking?
They have Koro. Someone's really cracking up back there,
This is kind of what soul coughing sounds like.
You're right.
So I'm going to see that live.
So anyway, but we were talking about how in that episode, when we first mentioned Soul Coughing on the DB program, and punch Kevin after the show. Full on, all
And
my
it'll be on
strength.
Patreon.
And it'll be on Patreon. Please sign up for our Patreon to watch me punch Kevin.
I had to send an email.
Full punch in the face. I could never.
I could do it. I'll do it.
I could not.
If 100 people join the Patreon today, I'll punch Kevin as hard as I can.
Dude, you seen those slap fights? Those like slap fights? It's gotta be like that.
It's like
We do
that,
our own slap,
but with the
but
fist.
with your fist.
I'll slap him with my face.
You know, I love using an example of something that's like, you know, like boxing, but without the glove.
You ever seen a clown put a pie in another clown's face?
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna do that,
Peak
but
comedy.
I'm not gonna be dressed like a clown, and I'm not gonna have a pie. I don't want to punch Kevin in the face.
Anyway,
Winchester Mystery House.
Winchester. And we mentioned Winchester because that song is about the Winchester Mystery House. And then we talked about how we were going to have a meetup at the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if we did it? What if we actually did it? We planned like an October Winchester Mystery
House.
meetup.
Yeah.
You think that ship has sailed?
No.
But it would be really funny to do it after all this time.
Yeah, we show up and we'll
And
be like, where were
we're
you?
doing it. We're
Remember
finally...
the people who made the video? They showed up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They don't even listen anymore, probably.
There's no way.
The show has Koro. Anyway, I guess I'll finish out this Koro thing so we can at least get people in the awareness of it.
Please.
And it says that you will perceive this genital retraction and shrinkage despite a lack of any objectively visible biological changes, which is fucking nightmare shit.
That's scary.
Nightmare
But
shit.
did it say how you catch it?
Not
Let's-
being able to trust your brain is terrifying.
Yeah. That's when it's over. I mean,
Treatment. It's showing like treatment, but it's not seeing like it's not. Oh, causes? No.
causes.
Being an idiot.
How come there isn't? Well, how come there isn't like a how do you get it?
Because it's probably very psychiatric.
Because it's psychiatric,
But you
it's still a
how do you
disease.
catch a psychiatric?
Okay, so maybe it's not.
You're not supposed to drink
what
pond
made us
water.
think it was catchable?
I saw an article that said like 12 guys caught it
From what?
from another guy.
And he did what?
Wow.
How? Also, how? They were in the same subway train as him? I feel like it's a rare thing on this show to have the most important piece of information.
You know what's interesting? It says why it's called Koro, which
Why?
I think is interesting. And it says it's borrowed from the word Malay, which means the head of a turtle or tortoise, referring to how it looks when they retract their
That's
head
fun.
into their shells.
I like that more than I like diseases and whatever else that are just named after the people who found them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You have
yeah.
Einstein's
Lou Gehrig
disease.
disease.
Yeah.
Einstein.
It doesn't tell me about what
Right.
it was.
Right. I got that turtle head disease. Oh, now I get it. I know. Say no more, fam.
How soon into our development or into the future? How soon into the future until diseases are going to start to become like arena names? Like I caught crypto.com disease.
Crypto Center, Honda Center, lung.
I caught the T-Mobile arena disease. T-Mobile syndrome.
I got Pomona Megaplex syndrome.
I got the another one. Carfax disease.
Carfax. I guess I don't know how it like goes away. Oh, treatment. In historical culture-bound cases,
Yeah, it's like a culture thing. So if one guy has it, it's like if he was in the vicinity of other men, they all believe it as well.
what the fuck?
It seems impossible. But
Where'd this music come from?
Do you remember turning this
It
on?
must have been on for a
It
while.
was. I went off for it.
I just was like, it's just, we're in a spa, I guess. Today's show is brought to you by In a Spa.
Dude, imagine you pay like $400 for like an hour-long deep tissue massage.
And you're doing a show while you're doing it.
Yeah, and you have headphones on. And then the masseuse, it's like dead silent. It smells like incense, like you're all covered in oil and you're super relaxed. And he's like, there's this disease called Coro.
And I think I have it actually.
I'm giving it to you right now.
Giving you Coro.
Hey, you said you had some tension by your lower back. I'm just gonna rub your neck. And while I rub your back, I'm gonna I can give you Coro.
And just so you know, while I'm rubbing your back, I am giving you Coro.
You signed that document at the front desk, right? That says it's chill if I give you Coro.
Oops, I gave you Coro.
That's why you gotta wear a mask.
Here's how you treat it. It says patients are given. Say they need reassurance and talks on sexual anatomy.
They need reassurance.
There's no way that can happen physically. So calm the fuck down. Stop thinking your shit's shrinking.
Yeah.
And it says patients are treated with psychotherapy.
What was that?
Psychotherapy. Yeah, so fucking psychotherapy. That's it. You have to get like probably have to go into therapy.
So we're at the doctor's office right now.
Yeah.
I'll be the therapist,
Okay, yeah.
and you be the guy who thinks he has Coro.
Okay.
Hi, welcome in,
Hi,
Mr.
thanks for
Zaragoza.
seeing me. Yes, hi.
You look
Is it okay if I don't shake your hand?
absolutely.
Yeah, sorry. There's just such. I don't know. I have a weird
That's
feeling.
perfectly fine. There's
Yeah.
different. Why don't you sit down?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
talk
gonna
about
sit
what you're thinking.
Yeah. Well, actually, sit
down first of all. You're making me
Are you
nervous.
sure? Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, I think I have something, and I looked this up online.
First of all, we know that looking stuff up online
That's true.
can lead to an anxiety.
That's true.
You're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. We don't know what we
Yeah.
have.
I just think that this really aligns with what I think is happening right now.
Okay,
I think
why don't
I
you
might have
tell me
something
about
called Coro.
Coro. Why don't you explain to me what that
Well,
is?
what I read it is that my genitals are shrinking.
Shrinking.
They're shrinking every day,
Right.
and then they might come back into my body, like they're shrinking into my body.
Interesting. Now, have you been in like an ice bath recently?
No,
Have you taken a cold shower?
I do like a lukewarm to cold shower.
Let me
yeah.
see your dick.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have it.
We have a nurse come in now and see if she thinks you have it too.
This is our nurse. You think she's hot?
Let's see if she thinks you have it.
I'm gonna take a picture and send it to my wife.
We'll see if she thinks you have it.
My wife says she might have it.
All right. Can we do some history roads?
Dude, absolutely.
Kevin, is that okay?
I like how even though the sponsors have abandoned us, the audience has not. And the audience continues to send in history roads, and we'll now reward them by reading them.
History.
Now.
History. History.
If you're not careful, you can get Coro on your pants. You get Coro to city pants. Don't sit down in a public toilet without putting the paper down on the toilet. You'll get fucking Coro.
We need a...
I was saying too
This is a
that
public service announcement. If you think you have Coro, you probably got it.
Kevin has an update on the backwards word.
Oh, the mirror version.
Yeah.
there's people who believe the opposite is
That it's
happening.
growing?
And it's becoming huge.
Dude, what a blessing.
I wish our show had that one.
Zorro, it's called? What's that? Roku.
Roku.
Why is that? What is that named after? Do you know?
The thing you watch TV on.
Yeah.
Roku.
Because there's so much in there?
It's big. It's getting bigger.
What animal's head is a Roku? It's the giraffe.
Do you think your dick is getting fucking real big? You ever seen a giraffe walk around on a hot day, neck out? Roco Loco, it's Roco Loco nights here at the Super Barn where we do our glam dances. Come on down to the Super Barn and get your dick hard out. You're gonna contract something, make you think your stuff's growing. We found one guy in the bar last night with Coro, and now we're inviting you to a major Coro blowout so everyone can have big dick syndrome presented by Crypto.com. Wow, that man's dick's growing before my eyes. That dick knocked out a fucking satellite. Everyone cheering for it.
There's a bridal party riding it like a mechanical bull. If you were to pick which one you had, would you rather think that your dick was growing when it wasn't, or think that your dick was shrinking when it wasn't?
I mean, one of them feels very emasculating, like
It's very. That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Because one of them feels emasculating,
Yeah.
but then somebody might see it and be like, "This is a perfectly
You're
good
fine,
dick."
yeah.
And then you have to but you have to get the confidence. You would outwardly not walk around with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And then maybe be reassured by somebody later
Yeah.
on. And the other one, you just walk around with like fake confidence, which can get you very far in life.
But yeah, therapists are like, it's time to build up fake confidence. If you don't have enough of it. You've had days where you're putting your me-unders on, and you're like, okay, Stallion, you're looking good today, brother. And you're like, what a good dick day.
Yeah.
And then you go out there and you have a confidence that comes from the feeling of that good dick day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so if you could have a thing that made you think every day was a good dick day,
Yeah. So you're walking around with good dick day confidence.
good
And then
dick day energy.
You walking around like you have a big dick. Maybe you talk a big game about your big dick, and then somebody sees it and they're like, what does that do to your confidence?
You're like, this must be a blind person.
Oh, I'm fucking some blind person.
I must be banging a blind guy.
You must be legally blind. You ever see that movie?
Legally blind.
Where the bitch go to law school? Legally blind.
I got GDDE, baby.
Which is like, people told me I was too pretty to be blind.
Your Honor.
People think just because I'm hot, I can't be blind.
It's still in the court. Like she's still a lawyer. Your Honor.
Yeah, she's like, Your Honor, I have something to say.
They probably do a lot of jokes like that in Legally Blind.
Yeah, I hope so. In the Broadway version?
Yeah. Singing to the wall and not the audience. The big encore.
They're all like askewed on the stage. Like half of them are on the stage.
I love you. Always to someone else.
Somebody
like,
fall-
this way, sweetheart.
Somebody falls off the stage and during a big sentimental moment.
I thought it was a great show, but she wasn't even pretty. She was just legally blind.
This is actually, the playbill says it's the understudy because the lead fell off the stage last
Oh,
night.
shit. Here's a live footage of it.
I'm legally blind. Hot sausage and mustard.
Okay.
Take away my license. I can't do the magic.
Was there anyone specifically here, Kevin, that you...
Yeah, Casey.
Kevin was
I'm
watching...
failing my driver's test. What's Kevin watching?
Kevin was watching something on his laptop, like a little kid watching a cartoon.
Did you see what it was?
And yes, I did see what it was.
Okay. That's all.
It smells like porn, Kevin. It smells like porn in here.
It's not
It
porn.
wasn't porn. It wasn't porn.
Casey.
Casey Perry?
Yeah.
Katy Perry's the one that sang the song about girls, right?
That's the one.
We need a theme. Dude, I love that everyone gave Katy Perry for that female empowerment songs. They gave her so much shit. Like, this is Katy Perry we're talking about.
Yeah.
Why is everybody behind Katy Perry?
Katy
like she's
Perry's
some
just Britney Spears, like new Britney Spears.
tall Britney Spears.
Tall Britney Spears.
Britney's back though.
And Benny's back. Benny's been back.
We need a...
Did you know Weird Al released a new song today?
No,
Yeah,
what was
it's really, it feels like Christmas.
it? Too hot.
Because I that's true for sure. But I love Weird Al.
Yeah.
And he dropped a new polka.
Oh, new polka just dropped.
New polka just dropped. I haven't heard it
I need to
yet,
listen.
but it's new.
Great. Let's go to the record store.
I hope we get a new Weird Al album. Oh, that'd be cool if they released a single. I'm gonna look it up.
Why has he never released an album called Weird Album?
That's very interesting. That's a good question.
Somebody call him up.
Let's call him up.
We have to be able to get him on this show.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
He would take one listen and hear the word "come" and be like, "Nope."
He's not into
I
it.
think he's a clean guy. He keeps his stuff kind of clean.
He keeps his brand
He keeps
tidy.
his brand a little clean, but it's in a way that isn't cringy at all. It's like he's still dirty and weird and gross, but like in a way that isn't like obvious.
Dude,
It's
the
pretty
whole
good.
fucking entertainment industry is like, find your own thing.
Oh yeah,
And there's no one who's found their own thing more than Weird Al.
I agree, man.
So funny, so admirable to find your own thing by parodying other people's things.
There's a big movement of people that want Weird Al to headline the Super Bowl halftime show.
That's funny.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes. His tip pops out.
I think it's time. And yeah, you could just parody all the big moments in Super
Oh, that'd be
Bowl
awesome.
stuff and have the like star rip off the star on his boob. And
He
stuff.
comes out on a giant fucking accordion.
And he goes through that maze like the weekend, or he can't get out or something.
He's in there the whole time.
Yeah, he can't get out.
And like fire
It
truck
cuts
comes.
to the outside and he's like smashing the walls. He's like trying to get through. That'd be really funny. Hey, Weird Al, you should do that. He's listening to this show.
What if your car sounded like that?
And it just keeps making that sound.
My car's making a weird noise. What, like a ticking?
Eh, kind of. You check it out.
Okay, turn it on. Turn it off. Okay, get out of here. But walk out of here.
Casey Perry says to spin or not to spin. Hello, Mike and Steve. My name is Casey. I'm a two-hunk about to be married girly from South Carolines. I want to close up on that dog's head with the horn. Congratulations. I have been a fan since SourceFed, and a few years ago, I introduced your podcast to my then boyfriend, now fiance.
They then.
And turned him into a fan.
Nice, thank you. Oh, the audience is very protective.
Also, we went and saw Mike in Atlanta back in May 2021.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Played it in a church. Said come a lot in a church.
They said they had the best time and to please come back to the Southeast.
I would love to. In the winter.
Yeah.
Sometime when it's not like it is now. However, I'm going to a lot of other places, which we'll mention at the end of the show. Stick around.
Besides.
The reason I'm writing is to let you know a fun detail about our upcoming wedding in September.
Ale.
Our DJ is asking for playlists of songs we do and don't want played at the reception. I like the don't want.
So funny to ask for songs you don't want.
I love that.
What's your top 3 things?
Take
you
Brick House out of there.
Brick House?
Take Brick House.
Okay.
She's a brick. It's like every wedding I've ever been to.
No, Don't Stop Believing.
Take Don't Stop Believing. Let's go. We're done.
Hey, white people, we're done.
What's the...
With
And
Don't Stop
Uptown
Believing.
Funk. I don't want Uptown Funk
Yeah.
to be heard once at my...
I'd rather have the chicken dance played 8 times in a row.
What's the... Take it back now, y'all.
Oh,
the electric slide.
no, that's
Get
Cha-Cha
that.
Slide.
Cha-cha slide. That's right.
Yeah, don't like it.
To the left. Yeah, get that the fuck out of here.
Play Mambo number 5 for 20 straight
Yes.
minutes.
And then do one in there backwards. Play the whole song backwards.
Coro number 5.
Very good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It just does it like that. That's
My
the
dick is
only...
in the body is
That's the only part that's backwards. But everything else is sung in normal.
And then the whole song is about how all these girls laughed at his dick.
What if he did that?
Angela, Rita.
What if he released it but just did the numbers backwards?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My dick sucked and in the body and it ain't no fun. I got Angela, Rita, Tina laughing at me.
A little bit of Cora in my pants. Kona? What's it called?
Kona.
Our DJs asked for the playlist of songs we do and do not want played at the reception, so we created a do spin list and a do not spin
That's fun.
list in honor of one of the best bits this show has given us. Do you have any songs that you would like added to either list? I think we kind of did that a little bit. And thanks for the laughs and all that you do. We love y'all. P.S. Wanted to send a wedding invite, but maybe the P.O. box doesn't exist anymore? Well, it has not existed in a minute.
This has not.
The P.O. box died of Kona.
That's true. The P.O. box sucked back up into itself.
There was nothing. It kept, it was sent so little stuff that it sucked into itself.
Dude, but what an honor to be any part of your special day.
Absolutely. Something tells me you wouldn't want that, truly, at the end of the day. You want family and friends there. But anyway, they said, if you're free September 27th, hit us up. I don't feel good that day.
I'm planning on not feeling good.
My stomach's going to hurt that day, real bad. Give me this shit.
No, yeah, I'm on tour a month later, so I can't. I gotta rest up.
You will too.
I no longer go to weddings.
You're done with wedding?
Done with weddings.
Dude, I'm going to a really fun wedding.
Really?
In September, I think.
I can't imagine what.
Dude, so
would
the
make it
wedding,
fun to me.
the wedding is going to be so much fun that I had soul coughing tickets for San Francisco, and I was like, I got to get tickets for another date. Wow. And I paid too much to get tickets for another date closer, like halfway between here and San Diego.
Oh, but for this wedding.
Yeah.
Can you say who it's for?
It's for my good friend, one of the funniest comedians on the planet, Miss Laura Peak.
Oh, yeah.
Laura Peak should come on this show.
I know, we got to get her on.
There's a seat right here.
Tazim. Please welcome.
Mikey boy.
Hi, Laura Peak. I want to tell you first and foremost that I called you while recording our podcast called Dynamic Banter with Mike and Steve.
Hi, big fan.
So don't say it, even though it sounds like you just woke up, and I have no doubt in my mind that you just woke up. I just want to say...
You know what I hate about... I start rattling off some of the most fucked up stuff you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah, it's just not the place for it. We have no bleep button. We would have no way to save ourselves.
This is live.
Well, hey, I'm not trying to ruin you guys' career. I'll be...
We were just talking about your wedding and how it was kind of like a sympathy invite that I RSVP'd yes to.
Oh my god.
And about how much fun it's going to be. And I also want to extend an invitation for you to come on Dynamic Banter at some point.
Oh my god. Wait, is it a sympathy invite?
This is the returning. This is a return sympathy invite.
But it's Steve, right? Steve, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Okay, so I want to explain what happened. I invited Mike to my one and only wedding because he's my friend.
Right.
And we see each other all the time, and we're like really good buddies, and I love he and his wife. And he gets the invite that I painstakingly addressed and sent to his home.
Handwritten.
And he looks me in my face and he goes, "Hey, thanks for the courtesy sympathy invite." I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?
What made you think it was...
Why would I have done that?"
Yeah, what made you think that?
Because this is like Laura Peak is having like one of the all-time weddings of all time. Whoa. This is like getting invited to Prince's wedding.
Whoa.
So I'm like, I can't believe we made the cut. Type thing.
That's crazy.
And plus it's in Nashville, so she's like, this is how you weed people from LA out.
Mm-hmm.
You invite them to Nashville during tornado season.
Yeah, it is going to probably be kind of fucked up. I just couldn't believe that was your immediate response. So your response in being like, "Oh, I'm not worthy of being invited to this wedding," is to insult me to my face.
It's really a defense mechanism.
That's not the Mike I know.
No.
That's Mike's defense mechanism.
Yeah, to be insulting to your face.
If he's... Yeah.
But I was just telling the audience and Steve and Kevin about how you're one of the funniest people on the planet, male or female.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And we would love to have you on the show because you're a goofy motherfucker.
Please, let's do it. Let's do it after the wedding, and we can tell stories of how you were kind of left out of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to be photoshopped into a lot of the wedding photos, even though I will be there. Dude, also Laura will be on not only the next Surrounded at the Hollywood Improv, but also we're going to San Jose and doing a Surrounded next month because I love her so much. She's been on the show so many times, the funniest motherfucker on the planet.
Whoa.
It's the best show in America. I truly can't wait.
This America, these United States.
Damn. That's crazy to say during all this political stuff.
Yeah, very brave.
Oh, I know. I think I'm going hard. I did the last one by asking everyone.
I did. I asked all the other comedians to be on, and you were the only one who said yes. All right, dude. I love you so much. Thank you.
I think that's right. Okay, I will see you guys on the pod. I love you. I'll see you at my wedding, Mike.
Awesome. I'll see you at the wedding. I'm already on my way.
I'll see you there too. I'm Mike's +1.
Steve's my +1.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
And that's Laura P. And now she has to be on the show because she said yes.
There's a record of it. we can use it in court.
And we will.
Your Honor, you can clearly hear her say she would do it.
Your What else should we read?
Short one and we'll hit the road.
What was that? Both of you making noise at once?
Yeah,
And it was unplanned.
and it was combined. And it was the same length of time.
What's the opposite of harmony?
I couldn't even hear him.
I know, but I did know something was
Something was
happening.
coming.
Dude, I love that maybe you couldn't hear Steve as well because you were making your own noise, and you couldn't hear Kevin, but I get to hear both of them. Isn't that fun? We need a theme. Isn't that the best?
Okay.
Has not stopped the entire time.
Quick history road. Donkey dragon mating logistics.
Dude, that's like when you're reading off like your
AI.
license plate. over the phone.
Yes, D is in donkey.
Donkey,
dragon.
7, dragon.
M is in mating. L is in logistics.
Falzone, like logistics? No, it's Falzone, like foxtrot.
Alpha, Omega. Hey, Mike and Steve. My husband and I were recently discussing the movie Shreth.
That's Shred, TH, like tango, hopscotch.
My boy's Shreth. Shout out to Shreth.
Dude, what if you only kind of understood the army talking? You're like Falzone, F, Fomega, A, Omega,
L,
Omega.
Lumega. 1, 2,
Lumega.
3, 4, 5.
Scale.
Can we have a character on the show named Shreth? And it's someone dressed in a real bad Shrek costume?
Horse. Come on my adventure with me, horse.
Where's Horse? We had to kill him.
I killed horse.
We had to kill Horse.
We had a falling out.
Okay. They were talking about the logistics of the donkey and dragon having children. Did you know this in the Shrek lore?
No.
There is a comically entertaining moment.
Dude, this is like when you're talking about a bad party in front of the person who had it.
The jokes are comically entertaining.
It was a comic joke that he made.
Comic joke?
It was a very humorous joke that he made.
What do you do? I like comic jokes, and we do like comic jokes around here.
Yeah.
In this house. But yeah, it's like pretty silly that the donkey and the dragon fall in love in this movie. Spoiler alert. I can't remember which one it is. Shrek 2 or something.
It's Shrek
Gazoon
1.
type.
The first.
It is? I don't remember. But the dragon and the donkey fall in love, and it's silly.
The dragon?
There's a big dragon, and it's scary, but it falls in love with the donkey.
Okay.
And then at the end, they like hook up, and the end is when you see their babies, or that's later. I thought
No, I think it's at
it is the end of part 1.
Yeah.
Jesus, so
This
much
is a real
lore
thing that happens
in Shrek.
You see the babies.
And it's like kind of funny. It's like they're weird looking little. They had wings. They're like little donkey dragons, and you're like, ah, that's cute. But this person is saying, my husband proposed that the donkey is so small in comparison to the dragon.
This is what the kids
That's
look
the
like?
babies.
Can you describe that to the audience?
You ever see a gross kid?
Yes.
It looks like a bad kid. Like the kid has like a mohawk and fucked up teeth.
Let me see.
And sweet eyes
Like a
because it's a
rebel.
child. Like a little
It's
rebel.
not cute.
It's a rebel parents kid.
I don't think that's cute.
But it's a donkey body with dragon wings.
Who wants a donkey to fly? Well, yeah, when donkeys fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll vote for Joe Bylish when donkeys fly.
But anyway, husband of this person here, Isabel, said
Thank you, Kevin.
that the donkey is too small and that the entire donkey would go into the dragon's vagina and be more of like a jerk-off situation.
You have to go in as the donkey. You have to go into the dragon and come. You have
Jack
to go
off
in
inside there.
and come, and then go out.
You have to go in and then jack off in there.
It's like if Pinocchio jacked off in the whale.
Yeah.
And then the whale had wooden whale babies. Wooden whale babies.
Does he have to go?
Little wooden babies.
I wouldn't.
Vagina splinters.
Babies. I wouldn't pretend to understand the anatomy of a dragon, let alone a female one.
Let's not pretend. Let's not step outside of our lane here.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't want to step outside my lane. I'm not trying to mansplain the genitals of a female dragon. But if I'm to understand that there was a conception that resulted in the birth of donkey dragon hybrid babies,
You can surmise.
you can surmise that there was sperm and egg So what are we doing here? So we're telling our kids to use their imaginations? Okay, well, here's mine. I think that we were talking about the donkey going in and jacking off. And then that's how it happened. But what if he needed to jack off right in the cervix or something?
Right?
Is a dragon...
Accuracy.
A dragon is a reptile.
Yeah.
Can you look up how dragons reproduce? Because I don't know if it's
definitely
a cum.
eggs.
I think
they have eggs, but I don't know if they do like a fucking and cum situation.
I think some reptiles have the cloaca.
That's when you feel like your genitals are imploding into your body. Dude, but I think reptiles like lay eggs and then another reptile comes and pees on them or throws up on them.
Yeah, throws up.
And then they're fertilized after that. So what if the donkey just had to pee on the eggs?
Most reptiles reproduce sexually and have internal fertilization.
Okay, never mind.
Males have one or two penises.
Whichever.
One or two.
Whatever they have time for.
That pass sperm from their cloaca.
Okay.
Cloaca.
I'm gonna come.
Into the cloaca of a female, and the fertilization occurs within the cloaca, and the fertilized eggs leave the female. Okay, so maybe the donkey climbed into the cloaca
I think so.
of this dragon.
Okay.
That's so romantic.
Why is there no book called Cloaca of the Dragon?
I don't know, but I just got warm with love thinking about that.
I'm gonna come home one day and Zoya's gonna be reading an erotic thriller, Cloaca of the Dragon.
And the donkey then it could see that the cloaca was engorged.
There's that word engorged shows
It's
up
totally
in
in
that book
there.
for sure. Go ahead.
The donkey looks up at the dragon and whispers, "It's time." Nose first, the donkey gently presses his face into the dragon's swollen cloaca.
Separating him.
And she was turned on enough that she was dilated so that he could drag his whole body inside.
Dragging his cock in that reptile.
Once inside, the donkey locates the fertilization chamber. He's able to fit his whole hoof and penis inside, where he begins jacking off. He's screaming out to the dragon, "Can you hear me?" "Can you hear me? I'm about to cry."
You ever talk dirty from inside the person you're... Fuck, man. Dude, and then you cut to the donkey and he's like... He's in a cave. He has like a candelabra.
Yeah.
It's all drippy in there. If he's good.
And then he goes,
I'm inside the dragon. And then I saw her face. And the cloaca.
I climbed in the cloaca.
I'm in love. I'm in the cloaca. I'm gonna make a fucking
P.S. We have a 4-month-old baby, and we sometimes refer to him as Little Piss Boy, who pisses himself.
Little piss boy, only pissing fairy tale. Come home from work and change this little piss boy, please.
Thank you, Isabel. And she says, thanks for the laughs. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you know, a lot of these animated movies, you kind of have to just go like, well, there's like cartoon logic going on here. This is Toontown. This is not real life. This isn't our world.
And if they do make love, it's beautiful. And they have their eyes closed and they're laughing.
Yeah, it's like a puff of magic. And then suddenly there's little babies.
Puff the Magic Dragon was about a dragon doing cum. Cartoons fuck like The Sims fuck, where there's just like there's a cloud and then a baby comes.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Probably feels fucking good. Probably feels real fucking good in there.
You should get a sim on the show. And ask him.
Darber get his sardy. Bert Sarter to get Darby. That's right.
Edit down.
That's insane.
Could you imagine? We should totally do it.
I would love it.
I wonder if my friend Shelby would do it. Anyway,
Is she a sim?
She's a sim.
She is a sim.
We don't call him that though.
Edit down. Yippee. Darby. So we have here a sim here to explain sim sexual intercourse.
It's our politics episode, and they're here to explain.
Here's where you go to register to vote. petdarby.gov.
All right, shall we? Let's wrap it up. All right, well, guys, what?
I need this music to be up. I need it to be popping.
Can we do poppin' music during dates?
Oh, you need like good, bro. Yeah. None more of this relaxation stuff.
Edit time. Do I say dates now?
No, you gotta wait.
Okay.
Let him.
Wait. Let me.
Let's just stay quiet for a second.
Okay. If you'd like to see the debut of Human Romance, my new dating show live at the world famous Comedy Store, you can do so tonight at 10:30 in the belly room of the Comedy Store. Please come hang out. On August 9th, I'll be doing an hour in San Diego at Mic Drop. That's always a good time. On the 29th of August, we'll be Surrounded in San Jose. Also, August 2nd is the next two Surrounded shows at the world-famous Hollywood Improv. We're going to fast forward to October 6th. We'll be doing Surrounded in Cleveland. October 9th, we'll be doing Surrounded in Boston. October 10th, we'll be doing Surrounded in Brooklyn at the Bell House. On November 1st, we'll be doing Dynamic Banter in Tacoma and Surrounded in Tacoma. On November 2nd, we'll be doing Comedy and Surrounded in Tacoma at the Tacoma Comedy Club. And then we'll be going all the way to Spokane to be doing Comedy and Surrounded in Spokane on November 3rd. If you want details on that and so much more, you can text Surrounded to 818-722-8682 and join us on this transformative time of comedy.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this show today. Thanks to Headgum and Leah and Josh and Cryer. Kevin, thank you so much. And thank you to all of our patrons and all of our listeners. And thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you next time on Dynamic Banter.